Hello everyone, my name is Westbury Gaming, and welcome to Alan Wake 2. You may be wondering why I'm on this screen and not the, title screen or whatever. Uh, I didn't see a title screen, and I'm not about to chance it, so... Yeah, I figured I'd just go ahead and start the recording now. Anyway, for anyone who remembers, the first game I played on this channel, the first two games I played on this channel were Alan Wake 1 and Demon Souls, and I fucking loved the first Alan Wake, and recently I played American Nightmare, so this will be fun. I'm interested in seeing what they do with the story. I have avoided all spoilers for this thing. I have been avoiding anything and everything to do with it. Past that initial reveal trailer, I avoided everything. So this is as blind as it can be. Alright, let's do this. I fucking knew it. Okay, yeah. Uh, Part of me is tempted to do hard. Screw it. Alright, let's go.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Wait. Is that the... Oh, wow. Okay. Is this a psychiatrist guy that tried to fuck with Alan's head in the first game? Right, I remember. I did look at the Alan Wake related stuff from Control, from that DLC. They did mention something about him still being quote unquote alive, but infected with darkness or whatever the fuck, and got turned into some kind of crazy thing that you fight in that game, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Oh, and I also made sure to actually get a new fucking controller. So yeah, hopefully that'll fix the problems I've been having lately.
Already gone.
This whole thing is showing us what it's like to be a Taken, isn't it? I can already feel that. Oh boy. This isn't gonna go well for those two people over there, is it? Shut up, phone. Okay. What the hell's going on there? Ah, shit. Okay, so I guess I'm going this way. Alright. Oh boy. Hi, fellas. What the fuck? Oh god, oh Jesus. Wait a second. Hemingway. That's not the psychiatrist guy. That's the fucking FBI agent that got yanked away by the darkness while we were in prison. Ooh, now that's interesting. I thought he died. Well, I guess he's dead now, but still. I thought he was already dead. Like I said, I avoided everything about this.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom,
Hey.
it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan?
Heh.
I will.
Wait a second. Casey. Oh, fuck. The dude that was mentioned in the Control DLC. Oh, shit.
Logan thinks you should cheering up.
Snarky kid.
Like I said,
Where
I
gets that from?
perfectly in sync. Oh,
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
yeah, that guy was mentioned in one of
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
the note things in the Alan Wake DLC in Control. Mentioned how he had the same name as the detective character Alan wrote into his stories. So that's a bit of a red flag going on there.
Supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car. So where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Hey, hold up.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
All right. Yeah, definitely worth it. Ooh, it's actually a decent sized area.
Hey, over here.
Oh, there he is.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Any witnesses?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Yeah, Thornton is not bright.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, but you know, inside.
Uh-huh.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. I need to think through the facts of the case.
Oh, shit.
The Mind Place.
What the fuck?
My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case.
What the hell?
Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head.
What the
Facts
fuck?
are on the board.
Okay, this is kind of cool, not gonna lie. I was expecting a menu, not this.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Okay. All victims reported missing in 2010. What the fuck? Okay. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Ted Lane, Wendy Davis. Slight difference in murders. Bloating only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water post-mortem. Killer profile. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, shit. Have we gone full open world with this? Because, hey, I'm fine with that.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson.
Oh!
Cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Does not pause the game, so be very fucking careful. Got it. Alright. Yeah, noted.
Hey, Casey.
Shit.
You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Eh.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Mirror peak. Oh man, it feels so weird being back at Cauldron Lake.
Headache. There's too much sky.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Oh boy.
Can I make it, Mulligan? Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
I'm just waiting for the sun to go down and everything to go to shit.
Huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's
I like
just
this guy.
see body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Okay, you gonna let me over there? There it
Body is
goes.
positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Mm-hmm. X. Okay.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Placing a key image on the case board begins a new line of investigation. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Objectives are viewable at the case board in your goals. Alright, investigate the crime scene.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Okay.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved the question, well, the open question, and unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Mm-hmm. Alright.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Anything else around here? Nope. Alright. I love how smooth that is. Holy shit.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Anything else I can work with?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He
Oh,
was FBI.
Nightingale.
He came to town about
Not
13
Hemingway.
years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale. Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Okay. Wait. Was Hemingway the lady, the cop lady that was helping Alan and Barry out near the end of the game? Yeah, I think that was it. It's been a while, so, you know. Okay, so now what? Ooh. Charm slots let you equip charms to enhance Saga's abilities. What? Alright, so I got my pistol. I got 12 handgun ammo in reserve.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Probably,
So what
yeah.
happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Alright, premeditated or spontaneous. I like this detective board situation. It's cool.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Use profiling inside Saga's mind to get inside the heads of... Okay, kinda cool.
This mug always cheers me up.
Yeah, I like it.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Well,
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
okay then. Check the lake shore.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Yeah, you do that. I am just waiting for shit to hit the fan.
Something happened at the lake.
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Is that what I think it is?
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
Is this what I think it is?
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Please tell me that's a manuscript page.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript.
Oh.
Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Oh shit.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us.
Oh boy.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
Okay, you gonna explain that one? Like, this whole weird look into their minds profiling thing is bizarre.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
I like this whole detective board thing we got going on. It's cool.
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
I am just waiting for that
Whoever
first
wrote
taken
that
to
page
show
made
up.
Sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
Hey,
It's all about
you made it back.
control.
Good.
Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a
Ah,
problem. I'll do it
Deerfest.
myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thank you.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start, but hey, that's how a lot of horror stories are, aren't they?
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Okay, I think it's this way. Maybe. Might have been the other way. Nope.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
To Bright Falls. Ah, it's been a while.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
You won't be for long. Oh. Oh. It's good to be back.
To get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
What do you... Hi. What are you willing to bet Rose is gonna be there? Thanks for the Bright Falls map. Undiscovered and...
Get it where you can! Get it now!
Jesus, Charlie. not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my, our float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
It's a nice looking float for sure. This is my first Deer Fest, so I don't know what to expect, really.
It is.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
The happiest day of the year, like Christmas, but better.
Oh
Well, I
dear.
certainly hope so.
Cute.
Interview the witnesses at the diner.
The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
All right.
We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I can't believe that happened. I still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed. Have some pie. It'll take your mind off things.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Can you tell me what you saw?
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
So you clearly found some shit.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Hello.
All right.
The cult of the tree. What are the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
Okay, I am seriously wondering about this weird-ass ability of hers.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Here we go.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Okay. Oh, right.
I need to know more about the cult of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Okay, what kind of cult? Cult psychology. Cult goal. Who's involved?
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Saga!
shit.
Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
Yeah, what the fuck is happening here?
I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
What the fuck is going on?
You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
I remember you getting taken over by the darkness, so, there is some shit going on here. Oh, I'm loving this. Alright, let's get the fuck out of this weird place.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Who else to keep this city clean?
The fuck was that about?
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
See you around.
Oh man, the layout is exactly the same as it was. Oh, I love it.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Alright, let's find out what's in this guy.
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Alright, I'm out of time for this episode. Sorry. Damn it. Again, slow start, but what can you do? If you enjoyed this, feel free to like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that shit. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.